There are people in the suburbs, in the richest parts of Houston right now, and it's all two or three family of Hispanic people, with one big family pulling together to better each other for the next generation and the next generation. But these white folks then convinced us that we had at least once a nuclear family. By their definition, we never had that. Big mama always in the house. Aunties were always, uncles were always in the house. And if you think hard enough and you from the South, everybody had an Aunt Baby, a Big Mama, a Granddaddy. And Big Mama needed us because like they said before, and Lord rest the dead, Paw. I'm sorry I'm saying this. Paw had a family on the other side of town, and Big Mama needed her sisters to console her about it. She needed her kids to console her about it. Or somebody, one of the brothers had to go to talk to Paw and say, hey man, you can't be doing my sister like that. I mean, this was the best. We come from villages. They come from squander. We come from villages. And that's the dangers of pushing a nuclear family is you leave.
What's up, bro?
And I'm gonna leave this alone and I'm gonna land it. But you leave a household. Right? You leave a household to the subjugation of the person that you claim to be the head of it. And people are not perfect.
Thank you, ma'am. Can I respond, host? Do I have a space to respond?
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
Okay. Yes, a lot of what you guys are saying is correct. I would say it's subjective because we threw the point in if there is abuse in the household. I guess my point would be if it's a healthy marriage. Then I didn't say that, but if the marriage is healthy, I believe it would be good, better for it to be two-parent households. That's one thing. And then number two, yes, back in the day there was domestic violence. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can say that on the live, but there was abuse and all kinds of things going on. Cheating, people stepping out on each other. The man stepping out on a woman, but that's going on today in 2026, present day time, even with baby daddies and baby mamas. At least back then, you know what I mean? The man would be working and bringing in the income, some sort of support. Today, like I forget who was it on here that just said the NIGGAs ain't nothing. Ain't nobody to be submissive to because they ain't doing nothing. They want to be taken care of. It's like the backbone ain't there. That's all I was saying. I know, you know what I'm saying? My grandpa worked. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And they had hella kids. So I can't talk too much about the cheating, but I know these days, these men, I'm not going to say all black men. I don't want to say that. I do not want to say that, but I'm just saying it speaks volumes for submission when it comes to women in the household and knowing our place, so to speak, and men knowing their place. And then I'll just land my plane. Thank you.
I think that a lot of people really don't want liberation. A lot of people want to experience power. And I think that this whole push back to conservatism has really come from all of these civil rights montages and really just nonsense, because I don't think that being socially conservative and wanting to be respected in your household is really what the Republican Party is pushing. Because even when we look at the Erica Kirk and Charlie Kirk situation, this is possibly one of the least respectful situations I've ever seen a woman do after her husband has passed away. So it just seems like people want to experience power and experience privilege, and the only way that they feel like they'll experience those things is by being conservative. And it's not going to work. It really is not. But then also, this nuclear family, and this is just my question, because sometimes I'm confused on this nuclear family thing. Sometimes it's like, are people just saying that they want the man to lead the household, or are people saying that they don't want extended family to be able to live with you? And with that being said, how do we plan on respecting or raising a generation of people to respect our elders, or being the people that care for our elders as they get older? Like, now that we're in a elderly home crisis, like, do y'all not think that has like the nuclear family, quote unquote, has contributed to why so many fucking people, parents or grandparents or whatever, live in these elderly homes?
I don't know why we don't have a conversation about what this whole movement is about. This is capitalism being capital. Capitalizing. That's all nuclear family is. When you boil it down to the base of what this whole conversation boils down to, it's about capitalism. It's about the people of this government, the rich people in this country, selling as many homes and houses as they can. Making sure that the American people are strapped, whether it's cash or whether it's credit, to their gills, keeping us panicked and what's the word? Desperate. This is all that nuclear family boils down to. Getting as many of the kids to buy their own homes, getting as many of the people in this country to strap themselves to financial damn near the brink of destruction. That way you keep people subservient. You can't think when you're struggling. You can't think when you're living check to check. And the only way you do that in a country that continues to raise prices is with group economics. This push for the nuclear family is nothing but capitalism, and now we're living in unfeathered capitalism, and that's why you have this desperation. Because the only way to get out of this situation that we find ourselves in as a country, whether we agree, like each other, or any of those things, is through group economics. Other than that, we're going to be struggling because mentally we can't even make a decision because we're so engulfed in the day-to-day trying to survive in this country that you can't even think or formulate a strategy. It's capitalism.
Itchy, do you think that polyamory would help us get out of this position?
I think whatever group economics that works for you is the best decision. If it works for you, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. And I'm definitely not going to touch the relationship. But I mean, whatever group economic situation works for you. And for the people that are saying hell no and no and no, well, that might not be for you. And that shouldn't be a group that you economically tie yourself to. But Jelly, if you can understand the better good of the group, then I mean, by all means. But it takes a strong person to do that.
Yeah, I'm old school. You just got to cheat on me.
But that's my thing though. That's what it. And I'm not even trying to make this like a relationship based. Because I got some more videos to kind of tie it in. I'm not even trying to make this like a male versus woman conversation. But it's just the fact that conservatives, the party of don't tread on me, are trying to make everybody a one fit all. I don't think that the nuclear family is for everybody, or it can even be majority for everybody. Why can't people just do what makes them happy? Everybody doesn't want to be with somebody for the rest of their life. Everybody don't want to be with who they had kids with. And it doesn't make you less of a person or less responsible because you don't go that route, especially if you're still taking care of your kids. This push is dangerous. It's dangerous, and it's creating a wedge for sure between the genders because of what's being said. And then y'all just be lying on top of that. Y'all literally just be lying on top of that. Like Itchy always say, this shit really go back to, I think y'all just forget the era of y'all just being untamed fucking fuck niggas. And that go both ways, whether you was a fuck woman or a fuck man. I think y'all just forget, like a few years before y'all got on this relationship high horse. Y'all were fuck niggas. And now y'all are demanding somebody be submissive. Like, we ain't just know what she was doing 5-10 years ago. Like, y'all out of y'all fucking mind. Yeah, I'm gonna do something, all right. I'm gonna block your ass.
But you know what?
Where you
Here's
at?
the issue. A lot of people don't know this. When you make yourself, when you define yourself to be in a particular position, it put pressure, undue pressure on yourself to be what you may not be. So that's the reason why when I go into a relationship, I let the relationship flow. I don't look for a role. That way it goes the way it goes. Because a lot of people are putting undue pressure saying, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be in this relationship. And you not that nigga. You not that dude. Or you not that woman. And I mean, if you're going into a situation trying to be something that you're not, then you fake.
Hey man,
I'm
I just
gonna
want to say
go
everybody
ahead.
is eating me up in the comments. I just want to let everybody know I was not against single parent households and strong black women raising their kids. Why is everybody eating me up? Because I said that marriage was, as long as it's a healthy marriage, is a good thing. Like, they is just going in on me in the comments. Good Lord, God forbid two people want to get married. Good
Not
Lord.
about listen. So first and foremost, it's not about if people should get married or not. There are some people that subscribe to marriage in a religious sense. There are some people that subscribe to marriage in a contractual sense. To every person, marriage is not always just a bond or a whatever the hell people say that marriage is. It's to a lot of people, it's not just that. To some people, it's just a contractual agreement with the government. And so we can't judge how people feel. The only thing that I responded to you in the comments to was you said something about you're gonna go about things or you're gonna go by the things that your parents taught you, or something of that nature that
I
you had said in
think,
the
but Mom,
comments. And I responded to that.
Right.
I'm sorry, go
the
ahead, Kiana.
biggest
I
reason.
apologize.
No, you're good. No, you're good. I was just gonna tell you. I think the biggest reason though why people are really not fooling with you is because you said women need to stay in their place.
And
And I know you may have not. Wait. I know you said women had a place, and you said for them to stay in that place. Yeah, but you also told them to stay in that place. The thing is about that word, about those choices, those are like fighting words to a lot of women because staying in our place has come with like a lot of harm. So it doesn't, it's not, when you say that, it literally invokes anger and a trauma response with a lot of black women because staying in your place has never been a good phrase. Like, it's always been at the detriment of women. Like, staying in your place is usually abusive. So you may have had a good intentions when you said that, like you were just talking about gender roles, but those choice of words is fighting words for a lot of black women.
okay, thank you for clearing that up. It was just gender roles. Okay, so, and to Tatiana, what did you mean by you said you was responding to what how I was raised, how my parents raised me. What was your response to that? I didn't catch it in the comments.
My response to that is, as sometimes that might also be the problem, because our parents raised us from the generation in which they are in. And then we are raised in the generation after that. And a lot of times the progression that our parents had is not the same progression that we have, or the same ideology, same thought process, anything of that nature. So sometimes going after what our parents did 40, 50 years ago is not going to go the same way as it is the 40, 50 years later. So yeah, I said that also might just be a problem. Then that
That's a
doesn't
good
extend
point,
to
but I feel like
growth.
that's a good point, but I also feel like morals. they withstand time. So if my mom and dad raised me with good morals and to have character, meaning not to steal, not to lie, not to cheat, along with gender roles, because I like the whole set, I came up in a 2-parent household. I saw my daddy working. I saw my daddy wasn't a cheater. You know, I was raised, I feel like my parents passed down good morals to me that can withstand like timeless values. But I guess I understand what you're saying. Different society. I mean,
Yeah, and
different
also your
times.
morality is subjective, right? So what
Yeah,
your parents may
exactly.
seem as moral,
Just like everybody
to
else's.
society may not be moral anymore. A lot of times, like there are rifts within the generations of how we feel. Like our parents felt like discipline was moral in certain senses, and then generations down the line, we don't go about discipline the same way that our parents did, because the morality in it has become a difference of opinions.
Because
So
society changed. So we need to follow what society standards are.
I never, not fully, but I mean the societal morality will always continue to be subjective.
Good points. Thank you.
Okay, y'all, let me play this next video. Now, this one, y'all gonna have some fun with this one. This is another video of listening to these niggas. And I'm about to walk away because I gotta 2 minutes. So, okay.
Black women aren't in a position anymore to ignore what men
Wait,
are
I want y'all to hear what he said. And once again, I'm not trying to make this a black man versus black woman conversation. I want y'all to more take notes, because remember, we doing a positive and negatives when we're talking about ideologies with men. I want y'all to take notes, on which party or ideology affiliation is saying what and why we should get behind them, more than just the man versus the woman conversation. All right,
I don't feel like black women are in a position anymore to ignore what men are saying. I don't think they're in a position to ignore male leadership anymore. I personally don't have any skin in the game. But as you know, I'm trying to dedicate my time and my effort to moving forward and being solution orientated in the space. Right? Technically speaking, I don't even date black women, bro. And this is something that black women do not understand. Pull up on that. The things that we're not going to tolerate black women lead in.
It's just the pool you can't look at.
Hold on. That's a valid thing to say, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot it down, because this is the mistake women keep making. They insist on, and this is all women, this is not black women, this is women in general, this is a female issue. They keep on dodging accountability, dodging the points that are being made, dodging the grievances, dodging the data by constantly trying to deflect to something else, missing the main fucking point, which is that you're not going to get what you want because you're not making the adjustments. Black men are not out here belly aching and crying that they can't get or find women that they want. I promise you they're getting a Becky. I promise you they're getting a Maria. I promise you they're getting a Sue Lang. I've dated Arab women, my guy. You see what I'm trying to say? So the world is wide open for the black man. They're gonna hate you on this, right? For this. No. They can hate me, but I don't give a fuck, because it's coming from a good place and I'm trying to help. I just told you I have no skin in the game. I don't need any type of woman, especially a black woman, to agree with me. I don't need you to understand me. I don't need you to follow me. I don't need you to submit to me. I don't need you to do any of that. My passport is well exercised. 20 countries in 2024 alone. And what I found out irrefutably is that I don't have like all these potential options. I actually legitimately have women that I've met their family, I've spoken to their father, and they are prepared, willing, and interested in marrying me. And they're just sitting there waiting in multiple different countries. And it's on me to decide at what level of success am I willing to now go cash out and do that. Before you keep digging at home, you see what I'm trying to say? Ask you, at least, are some of these places in the motherland? Africa included. Okay, so right? That's still beautiful black women. But no, that's not. Stop it. Because when I say black, I'm specifically talking about American women of color. Because outside of America, they're not black women, bro. If they live in Kenya, they're Kenyan. They live in Uganda, they're Ugandan. You get what I'm trying to say? If they live in South Africa, they're South African. If they live in Dominican Republic, they're Dominican. We're the only ones stuck in that ignorance. So the way that black women are behaving is not hurting black men. I understand that they're hurt. I understand that they're resentful. I understand they have all these unhealed wounds and all these childhood traumas and all this shit that they're dealing with black men, which is why they have this force field and they have this us versus them mentality. The point that I'm making is that it's them that's losing.
Now, before we all come off the mic, I'm gonna open the floor and let y'all have the discourse. I just want y'all to know, conversations like this is the portal into why black men become red pilled. Conversations just like this is literally the swinging door to why they become conservative. I just want to be very clear. It always starts off just like this.
I just want to be, if I can say something first, I appreciate that. I thank y'all. Y'all aren't missing anything with a guy like that. A guy like that he's actually not listening. What he has done is he's opted out of actually being a man in the situation. He's taking the easy way out. And anybody that a guy like that attaches himself to, that person's not only are they, I don't want to say in danger because I don't want to be inflammatory, but there's nothing good for the person that he decides to tie himself with. There's going to be no growth. There's going to be no expectations. When he does marry or attach himself to somebody, what they are when he does that, it's going to almost be a business transaction. So yeah, I hate it for anybody that he does finally tie himself to because he's dangerous.
Anyone else get down low vibes like I did? I'm
I
sorry.
did. I was wondering why
I
you
got
was playing
down
this
low
gaming
vibes.
video.
Yeah, I watched down low vibe. I got down low vibe.
I got
But I
idiot
don't.
vibes. I got these men don't need. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kiana.
Oh no, that was me saying something.
Oh, what?
I
Go.
don't
Did you
think
go
that
ahead,
women
Jelly?
have the advantage in the dating pool, though. But I also don't think that that means that you need to sit there and let people just, like, people are confusing accountability will let me verbally, emotionally abuse you all day. And I don't think that women have to deal with that. So while I don't think that we have an advantage in the dating pool, I also don't think that just because we don't have that advantage means that you got to be verbally, and I don't think that. And that was a lot. And it was very cringy.
All I was
The
gonna say is
conversation.
these
Oh,
passport. I'm sorry,
no,
Kate.
you
I
go
want to
right
get this
ahead.
out real
No, you
quick.
go right ahead. Yep.
All I was gonna say is these passport bros. These 24 countries in 2024. I've been around. I've done this. I got women waiting on me. They waiting on me. This is the reason why this is the reason why men don't need podcasts. I think that all men should be barred from having a microphone, especially a podcast mic, because then y'all start to spew out the absolute delusions that you have in your head. If he had so many women waiting on him to marry him, why is he not married? If he's been to all of these different countries and he's met all of these different women and he's been to all of these different places and he has these women, they foaming at the mouth to get to him. Why are you not married? Why are you on a podcast? Why? I've never understood that, and it just does not make sense to me. They live in this delusion, and what I've realized is on the internet you can be anybody that. Mama, come on, you're putting this on the wrong way, baby. On the internet you can be anybody that you want to be. When you have a podcast microphone, you can be anybody that you want to be, and that's exactly what these people are doing, and that's exactly what they continue to do.
Can I say something real quick before you, K-Dot? You're right, Remain. Their passport bros, they passport hoes.
These the same type of niggas going all transactional love. Married. He know it's transaction. He turn around, Kenya want some fufu. Every time he turn around, the bitch from Thailand wants some Chinese noodles. Everywhere he go, he know it's transactional. You bitches hate black women so much from America, it's insane. You niggas is pussy. That's what it is. And that's what you running from. You niggas is molding fuck niggas. And you scared to admit it. Y'all motherfuckers up here lollygagging like you can't tell the truth. You niggas is trash. Be honest. Black woman has been the head of everything. We carry the household, the moral support. All you niggas could do is clock in and make a couple of motherfucking dollars, but black woman is doing it as well. You funny bunny ass niggas, I'll get canceled today with the shit that'll come out my mouth. Y'all motherfuckers up here talking about roles and people standing in their place. My parents don't play roles. My grandparents ain't have roles. That's what's wrong with some of y'all motherfuckers. Y'all so focused on roles. And when your daddy, daughter, this one for you. And I just wanted to say this. I've been holding it. I'm sorry, Kiana. Your daddy was clocking in all right. He clocked in 8 hours for that pussy. He clocked in 8 hours somewhere at the whole house and was getting that pussy. That's all I want to let you know. You don't know what your was doing.
Bitch, you don't know what
You was a kid. And you was a kid. You was telling black women stay in their place. You was a kid. You don't know what your daddy was doing. You wasn't keeping notes on your motherfucking daddy. You wasn't keeping notes on your daddy. I wasn't either. I wasn't either. I don't know what my daddy could have been doing. I don't know what my mama could have been doing. You, bitch, I do got a daddy. I got both of my parents.
Yeah, I don't.
I got both of my parents. Yeah, you mad because you know your daddy was out there fucking. That's why you mad.
Because
yeah, look how mad you is.
Your mom and daddy wasn't married. That's why you mad. Was your mom and daddy married? Did you come up in a two-parent household? Do you even know what it looks like?
Hey.
So why do you come for my parents though?
So why are you spewing out white supremacist ideologies like that?
That's all she doing.
Because that right there just irritated me, right? My mom and my daddy wasn't married, but I grew up in a two-parent. My mom and my daddy wasn't married, but I grew up in a my mama and my daddy was not married, and I grew up in a two-parent household.
All right, but
the
what
ideology that you are 1 second, daughter.
You don't know nothing about my mom and my daddy, so you could just
right. But she did that. But you are now spewing out.
What you're not gonna do, sweetie,
right?
It's come from my mama and my daddy, so you could.
So your daddy was a
right. All she said was that you don't know what your daddy was doing because you were a child.
Like you,
no, it's because of you. You are the one that's spewing out a white supremacist ideology now.
You sound like a whole ass man.
No, you got upset because I told you you don't know what your parents could have been doing. I don't know what my parents could have been doing.
That's over.
Yeah, but you can't do that though, daughter. I just came back, so I don't know what. Hold on, wait. Hold daughter.
I'm gonna move on. This is not my group of people. Have a good night.
Okay, that's fine. But don't do the anti-black shit and start calling black women aggressive and manly. Like, no, you just did the thing. But like I told y'all before, I don't want to turn this into a man versus woman conversation. I'm talking about what this ideology breeds for our community, because I don't know if y'all heard it within the video. It's not ever about making sure that both parties are happy, that the man and the woman is happy. Is